Sunday's matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers carries heavy implications for both teams. The game will be played in Arlington, a stage that often magnifies pressure. While the standings favor Los Angeles, urgency defines Dallas. Both teams arrive with very different trajectories. Yet, both see this game as pivotal. For the Chargers, the contest represents momentum and consolidation. For the Cowboys, it is about survival. The gap between those realities creates intrigue. Every snap could reshape narratives. The stakes could not be clearer. Los Angeles is fighting to secure its playoff position. Dallas is clinging to faint postseason hope. That contrast fuels the storyline. One team is surging, the other is scrambling. Games like this often reveal identity. They test resilience, health, and execution. Sunday promises exactly that. The result may echo well beyond Week 15. It could define how both seasons are remembered. Chargers riding momentum toward January. The Chargers enter the game as one of the NFL's hottest teams. They have won 6 of their last 7 games. That surge lifted them to a 10-4 record. Confidence is growing with each week. Last week's win over the Chiefs was especially significant. Los Angeles defeated Kansas City 16-13. It marked their first season sweep of the Chiefs in 12 years. That alone sent a message. The victory also reinforced belief inside the locker room. Beating a divisional powerhouse builds legitimacy. The Chargers earned it the hard way. Defense and discipline carried the day. Despite the momentum, the division remains a challenge. The Broncos sit 2 games ahead in the AFC West. That makes a wild card spot the likely path. Still, Los Angeles controls its destiny. Continued wins would remove doubt. Arlington is the next test. Justin Herbert beyond the numbers. Statistically, Justin Herbert's season appears underwhelming. His 92.2 quarterback rating is the lowest of his career. By numbers alone, critics have questions. Context, however, tells a deeper story. Herbert has led the Chargers to 10 wins. He has done so while managing significant adversity. Most notably, he played through a broken left hand. Surgery was required earlier in the season. Remarkably, Herbert adapted his game. Following surgery, he rushed for 66 yards in an overtime win over Philadelphia. That effort showed toughness and adaptability. It also highlighted leadership. Last week against the Chiefs, he did not record a rushing yard. Instead, he managed the game efficiently. Herbert adjusts to what the moment demands. Winning, not statistics, defines his season. And the Chargers continue to win. Chargers receiving depth under the spotlight. While the Cowboys boast star power at receiver, the Chargers rely on depth. Los Angeles leads the NFL with 4 players exceeding 500 receiving yards. That balance has fueled consistency. It also spreads defensive attention. However, that depth faces a challenge this week. Quentin Johnston is likely out again. A groin injury has sidelined him for consecutive weeks. His absence reshapes the offense. Justin Herbert will lean heavily on familiar targets. Ladd McConkey leads the group with 715 yards. Keenan Allen remains a reliable presence with 688 yards. Tight end Oran Gadsden II adds another layer with 602 yards. This trio provides versatility. They attack different areas of the field. That makes defensive planning difficult. Even without Johnston, the Chargers remain dangerous. Their receiving depth continues to matter. Chargers' defensive transformation. Defense has not defined the Chargers in recent years. That narrative is changing. Since the bye week, improvement has been dramatic. Results are starting to follow. Los Angeles has allowed fewer than 20 points in 3 straight games. Those games came against the Raiders, Eagles, and Chiefs. That stretch demanded discipline and execution. The defense delivered. Ironically, the Cowboys defeated those same teams recently. That parallel adds intrigue to Sunday's matchup. Both defenses have shown flashes. Consistency remains the challenge. The Chargers' defensive surge is not accidental. Adjustments and confidence have taken hold. Players are responding to the system. If the defense holds firm again, Los Angeles gains leverage. Arlington will test that progress. The Cowboys' playoff hopes remain mathematically alive. Realistically, the path is narrow. Dallas sits at 6-7-1 on the season. They trail the Eagles by 2.5 games in the NFC East. To overtake Philadelphia, Dallas must win out. That includes games against the Chargers, Commanders, and Giants. Simultaneously, The Eagles would need to lose all 3 of their remaining games. It is a long shot. Despite the odds, the Cowboys continue to push forward. The locker room has not conceded. Coaches emphasize focus 1 week at a time. Sunday represents the most difficult hurdle. A loss would nearly extinguish postseason hopes. A win keeps the door barely open. For Dallas, every game now feels like elimination football. The unclear Trayvon Diggs situation. Few storylines generate more confusion than Trayvon Diggs' status. The cornerback has been on injured reserve since October 26th. He is recovering from a knee injury. Yet clarity remains elusive. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones insists Diggs is not healthy enough to play. Diggs himself has expressed confidence in his readiness. He practiced fully before the Vikings game. Still, he was not activated. That disconnect has raised questions. No clear explanation has been provided. It has become a waiting game without a visible resolution. The timing is critical. Dallas ranks 32nd in the NFL in pass defense. Help is badly needed. Diggs' presence could alter outcomes. Whether he returns or not remains uncertain. The silence continues. George Pickens' production slows. George Pickens began December on fire. He recorded 2 straight games with over 140 receiving yards. His impact transformed the offense. Momentum appeared strong. That production has slowed sharply. Over the last 2 games, Pickens has failed to reach 100 yards combined. Against Minnesota, he caught just 3 passes for 33 yards. Similar numbers followed in Detroit. Despite the slump, his season remains historic. Pickens has 1,212 receiving yards. That total is a Cowboys record for a player in his first season with the team. Still, timing matters. The Cowboys need explosive plays now more than ever. Pickens' recent dip has been noticeable. Reversing that trend could be key on Sunday. Dallas needs its playmakers at full force. Offensive line and defensive uncertainty in Dallas. Dallas has also battled issues up front. Left tackle Tyler Guyton has missed 3 straight games. A high ankle sprain sidelined him. The team opted not to place him on injured reserve. If Guyton misses this week, it will be his 4th absence. In hindsight, IR placement may have made sense. The Cowboys monitored the injury closely. Optimism kept him active. Should Guyton return, he would reclaim his starting role. That would push Nate Thomas back to a reserve position. Stability matters for protection. Defensively, questions persist. Coordinator Matt Eberflus's future has been under scrutiny. The unit has struggled all season. The next 3 games may decide more than standings. They could shape organizational decisions. A defining moment for both teams. Jerry Jones acknowledged the significance of the coming weeks. He expressed satisfaction with the offense. Dallas ranks 1st in the NFL in total yards. That success contrasts sharply with defensive struggles. Jones emphasized evaluation. How the team performs now will matter greatly. Health has improved. Expectations rise with it. For the Chargers, Sunday is about affirmation. For the Cowboys, it is about survival. The collision of those goals creates drama. AT&T Stadium adds another layer. Los Angeles is undefeated there historically. Dallas aims to defend home turf. One team seeks confirmation. The other seeks redemption. Sunday will reveal which path prevails.